Hip politics, baby.
It's always a WTF with them.
Always. Speaking of, look at you. Speaking of, all right. Well, Congress in itself is a big ass a WTF or what the fuck. But I want to swing it back because outside of what was going on, and this is not even. It's important, but it's not important at the same time for what's been going on lately. But I want to talk. My WTF is this whole Megan Thee Stallion mystery of who shot Megan. Me personally,
this is some tea.
I love Megan for real, not because of her beauty, but literally because of her brains. Like she using what she using, but she's in here getting her education. She letting it be known I'm studying. I'm not about to be a dumb junk. Don't think I'm just all twerk. I'm here. I'm just making my money and paying my tuition. And she's living her life. You could tell that this is something that she dreamed of. And now she's starting to be around all the people that she looked up to. And then she met a dude that was about 5'3", talented, very talented.
Quarantine Radio was a banger.
Like myself. And before this was just to me was a dope artist. And now he's suspected in the shoot no girl in the foot, Harlem Night style. So now we gotta figure out what's going on. Like, shout out to Della Reese, Ray, you pressing me. But they Harlem Nights, they hit him with the Harlem Nights, man. I'm great. Have you seen Harlem Nights, Kayla? Because you're looking at me like crazy.
No, I have not seen Harlem Nights, and sorry that I keep showing my emotion on my face. I'm trying to work on it, so I'm sorry that you saw that.
No, it's no.
I appreciate it. That lets you know your truth.
What happened? Did Stranger talk again?
I just said you haven't seen Harlem Nights. That I feel like that's a timeout moment.
No, we ain't gonna put her in timeout.
I'll watch it today. I'll watch it today. Like it's cool.
Hey, I love you, man. I love your energy. I swear, you just be popping. I love it. But outside of that, Tory Lanez might be suspected for shooting Shorty, and now we're trying to figure out why. What happened? I didn't even know them two was kicking it like that. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, whoa, and then you gonna shoot her? Like for
in
what?
The foot? Like allegedly. They said it was
allegedly.
And they said it could have potentially been like an accident. I mean, regardless, shot her in the foot and she had to get surgery off of that. I mean, now just looking back at the Rock Nation brunch where they had all those pictures and stuff, and like they've been on each other's Instagram stories for almost all quarantine.
Yeah, they have.
So it definitely does. People were suspecting that they were like a little thing. I thought they were just friends because, like you said, I mean, he is 5'3", and like short men matter. They do, but they do. I don't want anyone to get offended. Short men matter. So I didn't think that was like tight. I don't know, but he's cool. But after the situation, it definitely is a little weird. And then also, it's like a joke how like they left, Kylie's party. And then all this happened. It's like a Kardashian curse. Right. How convenient, right when you leave.
That's this whole situation. Now this is y'all younger. I don't know how. I remember when they on Dallas. That's an old soap opera back in the day, and they had this big old thing on who shot JR. So now we're having a who shot Megan moment right now, man. It's the biggest thing in the town. And like I said, everything looked towards him. Little man had the pistol. He got arrested for the pistol. Mm-hmm. Now there's video coming out. Shorty was butt naked out here, walking down the sidewalk with
She wasn't butt naked.
She wasn't butt. Yeah, she wasn't.
She had a swimsuit on.
All I see was stuff covered in cheeks. I didn't know she had a G-string on or not. It was grainy. It wasn't clear, but I'm glad y'all cleared it up for me. Okay? I was just upset why they got her out here like this.
No, and honestly, from that video, there's so much to dissect from that.
He was limping.
One is policing and the helicopter. And when we talk about defunding the police, sometimes it's the helicopter that was totally necessary and the shining of the lights, like y'all caught Bonnie and Clyde. That's what it seemed like to me, and that was too much. Also, another thing that we could dissect from this whole incident is the people making comments, like funny commentary, especially 50 Cent's comments, and how Megan talked about how Black women aren't protected. That's another conversation that we need to be having as well, because it's actually not funny. And I saw somebody say if there was a white girl who got shot in the foot by a white man or Black man, whatever, nobody would make comments. They'd be like, is she okay? Is she all right? And like, if anybody were to make a bad comment about that white girl, people would be livid, outraged, whatever. So we definitely do. Black men really do need to protect us. You know, like, if you guys want to be considered kings, like, you need to treat your queens well as. So it's something that we do need to talk about, because that's not good.
I won't disagree with you at all. When it comes to that, I got a mom, I got sisters, you know, the mother of my children. I'm very protective. I mean, to the point where if you walking on the sidewalk with me, you can't be on the outside. Like, I'm like, I'd rather get hit by the car first and then push you out the way type situation. Like, I actually get agitated by that. If you try to walk on the side of me where the stuff at, I will move. Good. That's just natural. You know what I'm saying? I try to teach my son that, even dealing with his sister and all that. Like, make sure you on top of your stuff, no matter she older or not. You got to be there to protect them if I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very heavy on protecting not just Black women, but women in general. But I'm around Black women all of the time. So yeah, I'm going to go out and protect and try to do my part in protecting whoever's around me. I hate seeing it. I hate seeing it when it goes left. And this is one of them situations that obviously it went left. It went super left. And that's the thing with short people. They got short tempers. And whatever happened, that I don't know what was said and how it was said, but no one deserves that, though. There was no deserving of anything. Like, that could have definitely been talked out or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't in the car. Her best friend was in the car, and she ain't even said nothing yet.
She put out a statement, and people were cracking jokes, but when the minute she put out her statement, I think the joke should have kind of died down, because she basically said that he was trying to harm her.
Yeah, and that's what I saw. Like, I didn't even have jokes in the first place, and I'm a comic, and I didn't have any jokes about that.
The minute she put that out, that she didn't say he. What she said was the person was trying to harm her, but it was her best friend, and Tory Lanez in the car, and her best friend was clear, like, I didn't shoot her, so I don't know what's it. So clearly that leaves one other person. Clearly
it's Tory, you know.
Allegedly.
Sorry. Yeah. So, allegedly. That's important as a journalist.
So now everybody's saying, well, what happened? I don't know, but she got shot, and she said that that the person was trying to harm her. So I mean,
yeah, once I read that, John, I was like, I'm not saying it wasn't serious. I mean, a bullet is serious regardless. I was just blown that it happened it happened to her, and the rise that she's on, you know what I'm saying? And for it to get off some sucker shit, in my opinion, like, no matter what it was, at the end of the day, that shit was some sucker shit. And I don't condone no sucker shit, period. Pardon my French and shit, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's some sucker shit. If he did that, if he did what I think he did, and that jump came out the way, then I'm gonna have I'm not even a slight problem. I'm gonna have a problem, because I do bang with Slim music, but as a person, nah, bro. Like, that right there, that's very I hope the story come out the way it's not looking good for him, period, because he's not going to recover from this. You know what I mean? There's no recovery from this, bro. Like, you shot her.
But what scares me is that I think people are still going to support him. Yeah. And that's what actually is the most annoying thing for me, is because, yes, there may be, you know, Black men saying that they do, you know, protect women, but they don't necessarily tell their friends when they're doing something wrong. You know, like, none of Tory Lanez is like friends, because Tory Lanez is also very, like, I would say popular in the hip hop industry in regards to being cool with other artists. And nobody has really spoken out saying that, you know, even though they don't need to accuse him, but they need to speak out and say, like, you know, that wasn't cool. We need to have a further conversation about protecting Black women. Or holding your friends accountable is a major point in protecting Black women.
And that's the point I was going to get to. I was going to jump on top of that when it comes to that. Them industry cats that they your friends, bro. Like, not really. Because I'm gonna give you an example. Last night I called about 4 comedians
Mhm.
that I personally know that is in the area, and I didn't want nothing. I literally just called them just to check in and just see how they really doing and letting them know that, hey, outside of being a fan of your work, like you know a lot about me and I know a lot about you. We're really friends, so I'm checking in on you. How you doing? How's your mental, so on and so forth. I'm doing check-ins, right? And one of the conversations I ended up having was with Ty Davis. Like, that's like my sister. She's one of the funniest female no, I'm not even gonna say female, funniest comedians coming out this area, male or female. She's doing big things, and when it comes to her career and how she, how her success is right now, she kind of skipped the lines with certain stuff because she was that good pretty early. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of hate and all these other things going around. But I say this to say that one of the things that she told me about that she talked to me about was about accountability. And even y'all know personally, I'm big on accountability anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about it all the time. I hold myself accountable for everything, and I want everybody else to do the same thing for me, and vice versa. So we was talking about just comics, jokes, and accountability, and the fact that she was telling me, like, out of the personal things we talked about, she said, I'm gonna hold you accountable to loving yourself hard. The way that you pour into other people, you don't pour into yourself like that, and I want you to start doing that. And I will call you next week just to make sure that you did the things that we said and we want to do. And one thing that I do know is that she's not a BSer. So I know I'm going to get a phone call next week just to see if I held my end of the bargain with that conversation. But the reason why I bring that up is the fact that if these are real friends and real people, somebody, whether they do it publicly or privately, somebody should have called this man and find out what's really going on and be like, Slim, why was you even doing that? What was you tripping about? Can't nobody push you to that point. And if they can, then you don't need to be around them, period. You know what I'm saying? There has to be somebody that will hold you accountable no matter what level of fame that you are. Whether you cut me off or not doesn't change the fact that what I said was real. You know what I mean? And I think some of these people, they want to tell their mans and them that, or whoever the star is out the group, they want to tell them that, but because they eating off their man, they don't want to really rock the boat and mess up their blessing per se. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though me, I don't give a fuck. If you the type that really tell me about myself and put me in my place, whether I'm feeding you or not, I'm gonna keep you. It's the smart person would keep that person, because it's not hating. It's somebody that's bringing me back to reality and keeping me in check. And when you get that type of successful and it's consistent success, I think that goes away. I think now ego and pride drives the car as opposed to common sense. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
But I've seen some men go, well, we need to wait. We don't know everything that happened. We need
I have seen that.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, well, 50 women accused Bill Cosby of raping them and drugging them. Oh, them hoes is lying.
Yeah.
Them hoes is lying. They just want money.
Speak on it.
Trying to buy NBC. Ask them hoes. Oh, well, Tory Lanez, there's 3 people in the car. One of them is a best friend. One of them Megan Thee Stallion. One of them had a gun. Oh, well, we need to wait and see what happened. We don't really know. What?
And technically, those are the facts. We really don't know, but common sense.
Those are the facts.
I'm putting. No, hear what I'm saying. I'm not going against what you're saying. What I'm saying is common sense ain't common. Everybody's not going to link that, especially when it's somebody that they really want to believe.
What I'm trying to say is, what happens when a man is accused of something, and then it's like there's benefit of the doubt when it comes to the man, but there's no benefit of the doubt when it comes to the woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. And you know what? That is terrible. That's terrible. When it comes to that, that's terrible.
All of them is like, I don't care. 49 of them was lying, and one of them was telling the truth. He's still a rapist.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like the woman doesn't get the benefit of the doubt, but the man does. And that's